What it do, Dog Pound? It's the real uncensored Browns fan kicking into another edition of a whisper edition of the real uncensored Browns fan. Um, we can talk about how Myles Garrett got signed. I definitely need to get me one of them jerseys now, man. I was ecstatic to hear it, shocked everything that I ever said um, about him leaving, and how I didn't really care or anything like that. That showed me a lot, big time. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, I mean, really, it's just the loyalty. You know what? And really, what I wanna say to really give somebody the credit as far as this signing go. Might sound outrageous, but I definitely gotta give it to D Haslam. You know, um, Jimmy too, but definitely D Haslam for the simple fact. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation when we had the incident with the Steelers, you know what I'm saying? And the way that D Haslam gave the support, you know, following the suspension of Myles Garrett, um, you know, just or unjust, D Haslam showed her support and she received a lot of criticism for showing the support in the way that she did, wearing a hat and things like that. And I mean, I'm not Myles Garrett, but as far as if I was a player to play for a team, to see, you know what I'm saying, my owner, the one that is a part of signing my checks, you feel me, going out for me like that, that would, you know what I'm saying, I would have some loyalty to that, honestly. And the fact that, Miles, reciprocated it in a way of offering his service to stay here for another. I honestly forgot what the contract was. I just seen the headlines that he signed a mega deal. I don't even know the numbers of it, but nonetheless, he's gonna be here for a while. It sounds like so. That's big time, and I'm excited to see it. So good job on that. I'm ready to see him wreck some shit because he's a big part of this team. Obviously, we seen that last year, and that was a good move on the Brown staff to get that deal done. So Andrew Berry making up for the Michigan signing, but the drafting, whatever. But you know, it's gonna take a lot more than that. But that's a pretty good start for sure. Uh, there was something that I wanted to mention about the team. Oh, I was seeing in the headlines about Clay Matthews coming to the team. Do we want him, or should we get him? First and foremost, Mac Wilson was my dude that I wanted to draft. We got him a lot later than what I thought he would go, but we got him nonetheless. And then Taki, the fact that I seen Elliott so hype about him, and I looked at the highlights and just seeing what type of motor he has, and then the name, you know what I'm saying, Taki, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to that boy Ozuna. You know what I'm saying? Out here, Taki. Every time you make a tackle, that's gonna be me. Taki rompa. I'm bugging, man. I'm bugging. I'm definitely bugging. But yeah, no, seriously. Mac Wilson, Taki. You know, they those is I bank on them. I bank on them becoming something for us in the future. I feel like they're young. I feel like they want it enough. I feel like they're talented enough. And once you want it and talented enough and are able to be coached, Matt Wilson is a little bit more where I feel like he don't take coaching enough. I feel like he kind of a know-it-all type of person. He feels like he knows it all, and that's the part where it might get him in a little bit of trouble. But Taki for sure, I see Taki as one knowing that he can get better, wants to get better, and just just tell him what to do and he's gonna kind of do it. Matt Wilson, I feel like he's kind of like, he just comes off as a, you know, like he picks it up very easily, or he feels that he picks it up easy and not really as um, patient enough to hear. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, just the way, and I could be confident. Like I get that, but you know, rookie, whatever. It don't matter what age you is. It's just we want to see you play up. But he played a lot of snaps, which is gonna help him out this year. So with that being said, we signed a couple of dudes. That B.J. Goodson, I don't really know too much about him. I think he came from Green Bay or something like that. And I mean, really, I mean, what would I see? I always thought Mac was gonna be the middle linebacker. I always thought Mac was gonna be middle, and then I thought Taki was gonna be able to be um, outside. But really, you know what? Actually, I think as far as like whoever gonna be able to cover the tight ends better, that's probably, I forgot what position that covers the tight end, but I don't know if it's outside or whatever. But I might think Mac might need to be on the outside actually, and let Taki be in the middle so that he could just wreck shit anywhere. But I'm sure Joe Woods, or I think that's his name, Joe Woods, our defensive coordinator. Haven't heard too much from him lately. He's gonna figure it out. I think his scheme should fit a whole lot better than what Steve Wilkes was trying to do, because in reality, when I was thinking of picking up Mac and when we got Taki, I was still under the impression that our defense, excuse me, and Greedy on top of that, because I wanted Greedy super bad. I thought we were gonna have a defense similar to the Greg Williams defense. I know it's kind of funny because it's like, all right, with the safety like not even in the picture, but nonetheless, like his man coverage, his man schemes was like great. I feel like they created pressure, they created turnovers. I was thinking we was gonna have that, and then when Steve Wilkes came in with a zone scheme, I think it just threw everything off because I didn't think. I mean, truthfully, like our team was being built for that. I thought we were gonna be a press team, a zone, a man team, and if we were running zone, it was like zone press. Like it was like dudes is getting locked up pretty much. I just thought it was gonna be a no fly zone, but for whatever reason, the hire was made with Wilkes, and he brought in his defense, and it did a few good things, and it did some not so good things. So they figured it out, I guess. Whatever. But that's just, like I said, just my view on it, how I felt about it. It could be looked over. I probably could miss some things, but I mean, besides when we was at the games, I was faithfully on that couch, definitely watching. So I believe I know what I'm saying. So, but Clay Matthews, why we should sign him? I would sign him. The reason why I would sign him for sure is for the name. Number one, Clay Matthews. His father played here. He's won a Super Bowl. The leadership, the knowledge he can give to our young core, being, like I said, a Super Bowl winning linebacker that pretty much, I believe when he got into the league, he panned out to what he was supposed to be, maybe even a little bit more. You would like to see a lot more longevity. It sucks that he's been bounced around from team to team like this, but if you can get him on like a 2-year deal on a nice price, now that we signed Myles and everything like that, something where it's not going to be super detrimental of a cap hit where we can't sign our main guys. That I would definitely do it. I would abort the Jadeveon Clowney stuff, and I would definitely sign Clay Matthews. Just like I said, for the name, just for the type of I mean, he could be a good thing for this franchise. I mean, like I said, his dad was already here, And if he comes here and balls out, even for a little bit, that could be something where they can always, how we already try to celebrate our veterans or our former players now, to have the father and the son kind of be there, and he played here well, very well, close to almost um, Pro Bowl level. You know what I mean? Even if it was just close, even though he didn't make it, like maybe some alternative type stuff, or even the type of knowledge he can bring. Like I said, the young guys. That would be cool to see him still continue to be involved, even though he didn't win it. But he could win a Super Bowl with us. If we win a Super Bowl this year, he could be a part of that, and that can be like awesome to us fans. You know what I mean? As far as seeing, the father and the son go out there, and it's like, even though they ain't lifers, but it's like, you want to cling on to something. It's like how we got, OBJ and Jarvis now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like born and raised, or they ain't homegrown Browns or lifers like that. But I guess sky's the limit. I don't think they'll stay, but if they do stay, you know what I mean, they could be lifers, and that'd be super dope. You know what I mean, to have them together ride out like that. And go on the sunset. On Lake Erie Beach. So it's like, okay, well, or I mean, hey, uh, but yeah, man. But I would definitely do that with Clay Matthews. I mean, if they don't, I mean, it could be a shot in the wild, and it could be a waste of money. So, obviously, I'm not in that position. That's Andrew Berry's call. I mean, obviously, if you picking Michigan players, you could get Clay Matthews. There's nothing more worse you can do, um, but definitely, yeah, I would say, uh, yeah, Clay Matthews is a sure thing. I would say more of a sure thing to me, as far as just like in the core, what feels right as a Browns fan. I would say then that Jadeveon Clowney sounding. Jadeveon Clowney is just like, he playing too much for me as far as how I look at it. I mean, we offer you the best contract that is being offered to you right now. Although you might be wanting to play your waiting game to see somebody get hurt, and then your market goes up. And then that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, get your money. I ain't hating on that. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do to get your value up. But at the same time, like, I mean, I get it. It's the Browns. It is the Browns. But this is the biggest opportunity. I think everybody's super duper hungry to win a championship. If you feel like you still got enough in the gas tank and everything like that, you would sign that. You know what I'm saying? No problem. Try to get that. You know what I mean? Get into the team, get into the flow, know what you're supposed to do, know what's expected of you early, so that you can kind of get yourself mentally prepared to do that. But hey, like I said, it's not my body, it's not my money, it's not my call. But as far as if I was somebody of Andrew Berry, I would definitely withdraw the offer right away. So, but that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, man, Rollins is a Browns fan. Sign out. Peace.